So today, my oldest son Cody, who's almost 17, has decided to move in. Well, it was decided yesterday that this was going to happen. And so Cody has moved in. I gave him my room, cleaned out the dresser, and that's for him now. And on a waiting list for a 2-bedroom, so we'll have more space then. But for right now, I can just sleep in the living room on this single mattress that I use as my couch. It's an actual bed, so it's gonna be okay that way. This is new though. I never really had to do the single mom thing on my own, and now that he's older, I definitely never raised a teenager on my own before. Even when I lived with the ex, it wasn't like, how do I say this? It wasn't a 2-parent home. I was there, but mentally I wasn't. I had checked out. I wasn't happy with life. I wasn't happy with the relationship. I wasn't happy with anything. I had just mentally checked out. I was a lump. I'd just stare at the wall and zone out. I was not there for my kids. I was there physically, but mentally I had checked out. It was to the point where if I did say something to the kids, they would just the ex would just tell them, "Oh, don't listen to your mom, she's crazy. Here, do this instead," and tell them pretty much the opposite of whatever I had told them. So this is all new to me. I finally get to have my own voice and stuff. Right now, the ex is concerned that he thinks that my son has moved in because I don't have boundaries and all that stuff. No, I have boundaries. I have rules. I'm just a lot more calmer, easygoing, and we can communicate, and we can discuss things calmly, whereas where he was before, he didn't have that freedom. There was no speaking up. There was no compromises on anything. Here, I'm pretty easygoing. I mean, I still have rules. He still has to go to school. He still has chores. I still have rules, but I'm definitely a lot calmer and more mellow than his dad is. So I think this is going to be good for Cody. He seems happy. He says he's a little overwhelmed, which, I mean, this is something new, and all of a sudden it was just, "Hey, Cody, you want to move in?" Okay. Like, there wasn't really much of a huge discussion about it or anything. Like, we had talked about that someday he could move in. We had talked about, start out slow with him coming over 1 night a week, and then bump it up to 2 nights a week, just on weekends, so he could go to school and stuff. But he needed to get out of there. Not because he said he needed to get out of it, because I know the situation, and I know he needed to get out of there. So it's exciting. It's exciting, and it's a little scary, and it's a little overwhelming, but I feel calm. Like, I mean, at this moment I feel calm. Yesterday, I was freaking right out. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've only had my place to myself for a year. Not even a full year I've been living on my own, and I don't know if I'm ready to give that up. I don't know if I'm going to be helping my kid or if I'm going to make it worse. What if I fuck it up more? What if I totally mess up the kid's head? But, you never know unless you try. So I decided that I needed to do this. I needed to do this for me. I needed to do this for Cody. So he's moved in. He's not here right now. I told him it's Friday night and the sun's still out and it's a nice day. Told him go visit his friends. Gave him a flashlight and told him to be home. Told him to leave his friend's place at 10. So if he's not here by 10:30, that way he would be here by 10:30. But I told him if he's not here by 10:40, then I'm gonna worry. I told him when it gets dark, I want a phone call so I know where he is and what he's doing. He told me the kid's name that he was going to see, and he's going to call me when he gets there, so I will have the kid's phone number because the kid has a cell phone. Plus I said, yeah, call me when you get there so that, you don't have to tell him, this is my mommy's number, please put it in the phone. By calling me, if something were to happen to Cody, the other guy could just call and be like, this happened to Cody. So, because my number would be programmed into the phone then. So, I think I got the, things figured out. Go hang out with your friends. You don't need to sit around here. I just want to know who you're with and what you're doing, and I don't even really care what he's doing as long as he's not drinking and not doing drugs and stuff. Stay out of trouble. I have good kids. My kids are not, I don't think I ever have to worry about my kids doing crimes or vandalism or anything like that. They're good kids. So I think that as long as I know roughly where he is, and once it gets dark, like I said, I give him a flashlight. I think that's all I need to worry about. Told him if he gets hungry to come home. Tonight we'll just have something simple because I haven't gone shopping yet. And yeah, I don't know. My ex is freaking out about money. He's told me that I was screwing him over again as usual. I don't know how he figures I screw him over to start with, but whatever. Don't argue with the psychopaths, right? Anyway, so I told him I don't know how the money situation's gonna work because he's freaking out about child tax and child support and stuff like that, and how he's gonna pay his rent and stuff now that Cody's out of the house. But realistically, Cody's gonna be 17. Next year he's gonna be cut off from everything anyway. So if he doesn't learn now how to budget his money for the other two kids and his household and stuff, like how is he supposed to? If you can't do it now, you're not gonna be able to do it a year from now, right? Anyway, so whatever. If it was up to me, I don't want the money. It's not a, I can get by with what I have for me and Cody. We make sure that we got food and stuff like that. Like, I don't think that if it was up to me, I would just say keep the fucking money. I don't want it. I can make do with what I have. Like, the only extra cost is some extra food. I guess that will add up eventually, because right now, just being on my own, I haven't really worried about food because I just buy like pizza or Mr. Noodles or microwave pastas. I like the Walmart microwave pastas for like $1. They're good. I don't eat very much, so it was perfect. If I decided to eat something at all, that was enough for me. If Willow came over and wanted dinner, we would usually have like mac and cheese or something. Something simple but small. Well, maybe not small. That's all I would eat. She would just keep eating. I'm not saying that she's a little porker or anything. She just has a very healthy appetite. She's skin and bones. You've seen her in my videos. She's very small, dainty, but very, very hearty appetite. The joke is she says, "Mom, I'm coming over." And then once she gets here, she's like, "Okay, Mom, I'm going to eat all your food." I'm like, "Yep." Go ahead. But so now I'm going to have to make sure I have food for lunches and breakfast and dinners, and actually make real dinners. So I talked to Cody already, and I said, okay, together we're gonna have to push each other in different areas. You know, I struggle with lots of things, you know, eating healthy and getting out of the house and doing things and whatnot. So, you know, we'll push each other, Cody. Together we'll make dinners and meals. Unless it's like a nasty day or something, I can always make stew while he's at school. When he's at school, I can always make a nice, healthy stew. So when he gets home, there's a nice hot stew for him to have. I make really good stew. I can cook. I mean, the problem's not the lack of know-how. I have some cooking skills. I mean, I'm not the best, but I can cook. I just haven't really, like, being on my own, I haven't really had to. When the boys come over, they would only come over for a few hours on Wednesday and Thursday. They'd have separate days. And they just wanted pizza. So, okay. It's one day a week. Here's your treat. Have a pizza. When Willow would come over, like I said, she'd eat everything. But when Willow would come over, it was like mac and cheese and Mr. Noodles and ice cream and all junk food. Shame on me, I know. But it was only one night a week, so it wasn't a big deal. But now that I'm going to have a kid here 24/7, well, not 24/7, he'll be at school, but 7 days a week anyway, I'm going to have to make sure I have real food in my house. I'm going to have to make real meals. I still don't have much of an appetite. Lately I've been eating a lot more than before, but still haven't been cooking anything lately. I've been getting lots of fast food. Tastes so good though. I love burgers. Oh, my phone's ringing. Okay, well I guess I better answer my phone since it's ringing. See ya.